What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite Inland Empire, Southern California realtor, Ray Gonzalez. Today, we are in the city of Ontario and the Community Ontario Ranch. We're gonna be taking a look at Tilden here, built by Pointe Homes. Today's video, we're gonna feature 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom floor plans that start in the mid-5s and run up to the low 7s. So if you're looking in the Inland Empire and Ontario's on your map, you gotta check out this video. All right, y'all, so it is a beautiful morning to come take a look at some new construction homes in the city of Ontario. So this is gonna be Tilden here, you guys. So Tilden here by Pointe. They're about a quarter of the way through. There's gonna be 120 total homes and they've sold 30 so far. You're gonna see over there, they got the OSHA compliant fencing there. So they got some building going on. So we're gonna leave the boys to it. But yeah, you guys, as of this recording date, we're in about mid-August of 2026 and they have 90 houses left to sell. Very nice community here. We're gonna see right here, this is a little pool area they got going on. So a pool, lounge chairs, come and hang out, picnic tables, the whole bit, it's right here. We are in summer right now, so obviously a pool is not a bad thing to have. Before we get into the models, you guys, usually I measure the garage door height, but you guys, these are gonna be 8 feet, you guys, and they're gonna be insulated. So 8-foot tall clearance in your garage doors. That's perfect for all you truck lovers. If you have a truck, definitely gonna be able to park in the garage and not on the street or the curb. And right next to the pool, we have the models. So we're gonna take a look at Plan 1 here. Plan 1 is over 1,700 square feet, and that is actually the smallest floor plan we have. Stepping into Tilden Plan 1 here. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And the first thing you're gonna notice is that everything here is very wide open. That door right there is the garage, and then obviously this is your front door. And so the distance between that back wall, like where your fridge is and the garage door is, to this front wall here is gonna be 30 feet, about 6 inches. So over 30 feet of living space long here. And it really feels that way when you walk in. So obviously you're gonna see TV wall there, and then you can definitely have a giant sectional right here with the coffee table they have staged here. Obviously they have it staged here with the 2 individual chairs. And then it gives way for a little dining nook. So the best part about this, you guys, I don't have to tell you, is that you have your chair here, you have your dining set. It's gonna be seated for 6 here staged. But everybody that's eating here has absolute great access to watching the TV. So that's the first thing I notice, is that when everyone's in here, everyone's together. There's no like, you know, off corner wall or off corner room or anything like that. Everyone is kind of together spending time, and everyone can enjoy conversation. And then off the dining room area, we have the beautiful kitchen. One thing to notice, you guys, if this is your first time watching my channel, this is all staged, okay? So your home site's not gonna look exactly like this, okay? So you're not gonna get the exact same tile here. You're not gonna probably get the same. They do offer these cabinets, but you're probably gonna get a different shade depending upon the home site you choose. Or if you come early enough, you can select what features you want in your home. But like this kind of quartz is an upgrade. A lot of times they'll just come with like the standard quartz and the standard stone. So if you want something that looks like the models are always gonna have the higher end fixtures in them. But it shows you what's possible. Right now in this kitchen, we're gonna have a 5-foot 9-inch long kitchen island here, obviously with your sink and your dishwasher. But when you take a look at the rest of the space, everything really does flow well together. Off to the side of the main living space, we're gonna have our powder room. So our powder room, you guys, again, if you're new to the channel or if you've watched multiple of my videos, you're gonna know that this is a typical powder room. Not every builder does have the wallpaper here, but don't worry, obviously everything's staged here. So a lot of times you'll get the pedestal sink rather than the vanity. So that could be an upgrade again if you come early enough. And then across the way from your powder room, you're gonna have your under the stairs storage. So Tilden Plan 1 off to a very hot start. But before we go upstairs, I wanna give you guys, if you're new to the channel, if this is your first time watching, One thing that sets apart new construction from a lot of resale homes is something you don't really think about. It's the ceiling height. So right now, in the room that you're in right now, what do you think the ceiling height is? If it's a house that's built, or an apartment maybe, if it's a house or apartment condo, whatever, that was built, you know, before 2000, maybe in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, before that, you probably have 8-foot ceilings. We're gonna show you right now what the ceiling height is in new construction homes. That is pretty much common nowadays. 9 feet, right on the nose, you guys. 108 inches, 9 feet. So you guys, 9-foot ceilings, what does that do? 9-foot ceilings obviously makes everything look bigger. Whenever you have like a long kind of open concept living area like this, it definitely does, literally raising the roof makes it feel like it's a little bigger. And a byproduct of higher ceilings also means bigger windows, and bigger windows means more natural light. All right, Tilden Plan 1, hot start. Let's go take a look at what we've got upstairs. All right, when we come up off the stairs, we're gonna have our primary bedroom. We'll save that for last, as we often do. And then down this hall, you're gonna see that the rest of the house is just hallway. And then you're gonna have your laundry room, good sized laundry room here. Again, if you've watched a lot of my videos, you know that I'm a kind of a stickler for big laundry rooms. This isn't a big laundry room. It's definitely enough for you to just walk in, manage your laundry, and then fold some linens here. Then down the hall from the laundry room, we're gonna have a little storage nook. That's kind of cool. So floating shelves, shelving unit here. So that's a nice little spot. Rolling on down the hall, right here, we're gonna have our linen closet. So a lot of storage so far, so that's nice. And then across from that, we're gonna have our upstairs hallway bath. If you guys, again, have watched my channel before, you guys know that this is par for the course. You have your 2 sinks, right? So this is nice. You're gonna have 2 kids up here, right? Potentially. You have 2 bedrooms that we're gonna see in a second. So each bedroom will have a sink. So that's nice for if you got kids, they're getting ready for school in the morning, church, whatever. You won't have them fighting over for one sink to brush their teeth. And as I just mentioned, we're gonna have our first bedroom in this floor plan. All right, so stepping into this room, you're gonna see that it's not really staged as a bedroom, even though it is a bedroom. It's obviously got some workout equipment in here. You have your wall closet, and so you might think that this room is a little on the smaller side. And as far as new construction goes, I mean, it's not giant. We have this measured at 10 feet, 2 inches by 10 feet, 11 inches. So almost like 10 feet by 11 feet. So that's not bad. And that's measuring from this wall here, this closet wall, to the back wall, not counting this space right here, because this is just entry space. But you can call it 10 feet by 11. It's close enough, so not bad. If you have a full-size mattress, push it up against the wall, and then your kid or whoever's room this is will have space in the middle. Bedroom number 1 will give way adjacently to bedroom number 2. Very nice bedroom in here. Again, if your kids have a TV or anything, that could definitely be a TV wall. But this bedroom is gonna have the similar wall closet that we just saw, and it's gonna be 9 feet, 9 inches by 12 feet, 9 inches, you guys. So obviously it's definitely enough space to fit a full-size mattress like what you see here. Actually, is this a queen? You know what, actually this might be a queen. I don't know. I'm getting tripped up between queens and full-size mattresses nowadays. Nevertheless, great room here. And good design option here. You're gonna see that they have kind of like the tan brown. I like this room. I like what we got going on here. All right, we've seen bedrooms number 1 and number 2. Let's go take a look at what we've got in the master bedroom. One thing that's kind of cool is that they're gonna have their own little study nook right here. So if you're someone that has a computer, or you just like to read or whatever, maybe you do homework, whatever, you're a student, or you just have work to do from home, right here's a good productivity spot to do it. This room's also gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be 13 feet, 4 inches by 16 feet, 5 inches. So definitely enough space. This is just long right here. So this is obviously over 16 feet. This is the angle that's over 16 feet. You can definitely have, they have a bench here, but you can even put a couch here, and then you could have a TV there as well. Some of these houses are ready for September move-ins. Once they release the next phase, however, those can leak into November, December. And then as we step into the primary bathroom here, we have our stand-up shower here. This is pretty much common for new construction homes. If you've seen any of my other videos before, you've probably seen this style shower. Dual sink vanities, obviously very nice with the long mirror. That's obviously a nice touch. You can use that on day one. Private toilet quarters, and then at the end of your bathroom, we have this magnificent walk-in closet. This is not small. This is a pretty good space, and it feels really wide compared to what we normally see. A lot of times we see just kind of an extension of a hallway, but this feels pretty wide. So I would bet that a lot of your stuff, if not all of it, will fit in that closet. But that's plan one here at Tilden in the city of Ontario. So we're off to a great start, you guys, with current incentives bringing the interest rate for 30 years all the way down to 4.99. So obviously incentives are subject to change. So if you guys like anything that you see in this video, if you guys see a floor plan that might speak to you, then give me a call, send me a text. Love to show these to you. We're keeping on moving now. We're headed off now to plan number 2. All right, so plan 2 here at Tilden is gonna be pretty similar in square footage. It's almost gonna be pretty identical actually. And then when you walk in here and you see how it's staged, you're gonna notice pretty much the twin of plan 1. Similar to plan 1, you could definitely fit a sectional like this. Remember plan 1 had the 2 singular chairs. This has a sectional, so this is definitely more probably realistic to what people have nowadays. They have a stage this time with a circular table with 4 chairs. So that shows nice versatility for this space. And then the kitchen is gonna be pretty similar too. You're gonna have your kitchen island that is about 5 feet 9 inches, similar to what we just saw. And then you're gonna see the different style cabinets. So you guys also, remember I said that they have different styles and some of them are upgrades. You're not gonna get like the glass in a lot of the home sites unless you decide to upgrade that. And then the cabinets before were shaker. You're gonna see that these are flat panel too. So, you know, just showing some variety and versatility of what you could have in the design studio that TriPointe's got for you. One thing that's different too is over here is that you have your pantry that is under the stairs. So you're gonna have a little bit of a walk-in pantry action. You can definitely use this for storage if you'd like to, but I think everybody would use it as a pantry. One pretty big difference too in this floor plan is where the stairs are. So obviously the stairs are right here. You're gonna have 2 little steps here, and then you're gonna have your powder room. So remember last time they had the vanity, this is the pedestal sink. This is more realistic on what you'll have at your home site. And then obviously we have the stairs that lead up. So let's go check out the second level. Boom, you guys, here we go. We have a loft, plan 2 here at Tilden in the city of Ontario. You'll get a loft, it's similar square footage. It's not far off in pricing either, but now you get this flex space that can serve as another bedroom if you want, or your office. Down the hall from the loft here, we're gonna have our linen storage. That's nice. And then across from that, you're gonna have your laundry room. Your laundry room is probably slightly smaller. The only thing is that they didn't have the shelves. Remember plan 1, you had shelves right here. You don't get that here in plan 2, but I think we're okay with that. Then across the hall from the laundry, we're gonna have our upstairs hallway bath. You're gonna have the 2 sinks, the vanities there, and then you're gonna have your tub shower combination. You guys, I've said this before in other videos, it's pretty important to have a tub. You don't realize that, again, if you have young kids and you bathe them, again, they don't fit in the sink very long. So if you're a new parent, if you have someone with a 2-year-old or 3-year-old, it feels like just yesterday you were bathing them in the sink, but now you're bathing them in the tub. So it's important to have a tub, especially upstairs where the rest of the bedrooms are. And then down the hall next to that, we're gonna have our first bedroom, bedroom number 1. This bedroom, they have staged as an office with a pretty big desk. This is a giant desk, I feel like. But they have a stage as an office. This room is gonna be 9 feet 9 inches by 10 feet 10 inches. So again, kind of similar to plan 1, you can call it 10 by 11 almost, but not bad. I mean, you got your wall closets. And again, in this price point, we're still in the 500s, right? As of the recording of this video, we're still in the $500,000 price point. So if you're looking for 3 bedrooms and a loft, yeah, obviously you might have some smaller bedrooms to make way for the loft, but it's still good. And then next to bedroom number 1, similar to plan 1, we're gonna have bedroom number 2. I think for most families and most of you guys watching this video, this is kind of the bedroom that you're kind of looking for, right? So you have your full-size mattress here, and then you have end tables on either side. This is gonna be 9 feet 8 inches by 11 feet 8 inches. So obviously a little longer, and then also don't forget, you guys, my measurements might not be exactly your home site. They might vary a couple inches because, of course, no two measurements are the exact same. So we saw the 2 bedrooms, those were stellar. Now, similar layout to plan 1, at the end of the hall, we have our primary bedroom. Again, another excellent sized bedroom. This is gonna be like a California King mattress, you guys. And there's definitely enough space to walk around, have your bedroom furniture, if you have some, like a dresser like they have staged there. But this room is gonna be 13 feet 4 inches by 13 feet 4 inches. So it's gonna, and it feels like a square, it really does. So just know, you guys, it's gonna be about that size, if not exactly. And again, you guys, you're gonna have the high ceilings here on the second level as well. A lot of times they have the 9-foot ceilings downstairs, 8-foot ceilings upstairs, but here Pointe has double duty with the ceiling height. One thing I didn't mention right here, right when you walk into the room, you're gonna be greeted with your walk-in closet. Again, this is probably, it's a little deeper. I would say it's a little smaller actually than in plan 1. But again, you guys, they had to make up square footage for the loft. And then obviously no primary bedroom is complete without your primary bathroom. Dual sink vanities, you're gonna have your private toilet quarters over here, and then you're gonna have your shower, guys. Honestly, this is something we've seen a lot on the channel, but it just doesn't go out of style, you guys, because of how functional it is. There is no wasted square footage in this floor plan. You guys walk in, you jump in the shower, you wash your face, and then you go to the bathroom, or not necessarily in that order. But plan 2 has a loft, you guys. Don't forget that. So great opportunity, great floor plan. A lot of good stuff to come take a look at, especially in this realm of affordability in the 500s. And don't forget, you guys, if you're watching this video and you see something that speaks to you, something that might work for you and your family, or something that you might be interested, give me a call, send me a text. My number is gonna be all over this video and in the description below. I'd love to show these to you. We can book an appointment. And I'd love to show these, not only just the models, but the actual home site that you'll be able to purchase, so you can see what fixtures and what designs are already in them and what you might be able to swap out. So you guys, send me a text, give me a call, DM me on Instagram. I'd love to book an appointment with you to see these and see if they work out for you and your family. Let's go take a look at plan number 3. Let's go. All right, you guys, now we're gonna take a look at plan 3. Plan 3 is gonna be about 100 square feet bigger. All right, guys, walking in here, I just mentioned it's about 100 square feet bigger. This is over 1,800 square feet, and now we're starting to leak into the 600 price points, the low 600s. Starting here in your living room area, definitely nice staging here, but again, you guys, sectional. A lot of people have sectionals nowadays. This is definitely enough space for your sectional to fit. And then also, if you have a little coffee table, looking at your TV wall. So even though it's not like a gallery style layout that we just saw open concept wise, it's still good size. Like, you're gonna see, even if like you have people over here, you have people at the kitchen island, and then you have people here seated at the circular dining table, everyone is still gonna be connected enough and close enough to engage in conversation and not feel like you're, out in a separate house. Over in the kitchen now, you're gonna see that they also have a kitchen island. This time they have it staged with 3 chairs. This one's gonna be slightly bigger, but pretty much the same size. I don't know if that's just the cut of quartz they got, but this right here, this length is gonna be 6 foot 5 inches, you guys. So 6 feet 5 inches here. And then of course you have your cabinetry. You're gonna show a different style of cabinetry too, you guys. This is gonna be the white flat panel finish, not the shaker. Doesn't have the glass inserts, the glass trim or anything like that. But you're gonna see that they have that style, and then you're gonna have your pantry. But when you look into the living space on this plan, you're gonna feel like everything is open. Like, it's kind of cool to be right here. You can kind of look over here and then look over there as well. I just really like that in new construction homes, you have that. You don't have like a separate wall that a lot of us grew up in, the houses that a lot of us might have grown up in. To where you feel like everything's a separate room. So that was the bulk of the downstairs living area. Over here, before we get to the stairs, you're gonna see that there's this little kind of entry nook here from the garage. Garage is currently being used as a sales office, but you're gonna have a linen closet, and then over here, you're gonna have your powder room. So it's kind of nice to have, again, man, they have the wild wallpaper, but it's kind of nice to have the powder room here off to the side. It's a little bit more private. You know, it's not necessarily ideal to, once you're done in the bathroom, to just step out, open the door, and then boom, you're in front of all your family and friends. This downstairs layout is a little different than what we saw in plan 1 and plan 2 of this video, but I think it's super functional. So let's go take a look at what we've got upstairs. Pulling up upstairs now here on plan 3. You're gonna see we have a loft here as well, you guys. This loft feels maybe a little smaller. You're gonna see though, this is a good size sectional. So obviously there's space here for some furniture. This also isn't that small of a TV. So it shows great versatility, whether you use it for extra living space or an office maybe. Down the hall from the loft, we're gonna be greeted with our laundry room. Laundry room's gonna be a little longer. So far, the laundry rooms in this plan are not big. But they're perfect size to where it's like not too much overkill with the wasted square footage in a laundry room. Across the hall from that, we're gonna have our hallway bath. And again, pretty similar to what we've been seeing so far. We have the tub shower combo, perfect if you have little kids to bathe. You have your private toilet quarters, and of course, you have your 2 sinks in your vanity. There's not a lot of ways to differentiate a toilet, a shower, a tub, and sinks. But next to that, we're gonna have our bedroom number 1 in this plan. Bedroom number 1 is gonna have the twin size bed pushed up against the wall like I was telling you. And again, you guys know this, that might be the setup in your house right now or your apartment. And so it leaves for a lot of space in here, but this room is not gonna be necessarily small. It's gonna be 10 feet, 11 inches by 11 feet, 10 inches, you guys. So again, almost 11 by 10, but those aren't small rooms in my opinion. I think those are pretty average size and it's perfect for one of your kiddos. All right, next to bedroom number 1, we got bedroom number 2 on deck. Another perfect room for one of your kids. This is gonna be a full-size mattress here. So you're gonna see that even with a full, there's enough room for end tables and then your dresser. This room is gonna be 12 feet, 8 inches by 10 feet, 9 inches. So obviously great space. And then you have your pass-through doors here for your wall closet. Excellent stuff we're seeing in these floor plans here. There's only one more room that we gotta go check out, and that is the main event, the primary. Another excellent primary bedroom here. You know, for the price point in the 600s, it used to be that your room was just, you know, maybe just had an attached bathroom, you know what I mean? But it was still similar size. This one's gonna be 13 feet, 2 inches by 14 feet, 4 inches. But new construction homes, you're gonna have both size and then you're gonna have the attached bedroom. So this one's gonna be 14 feet, 2 inches by 13 feet, 4 inches. So definitely enough space to fit all your stuff. And then again, they even have staged here a little end bench, kind of like a little place to put your shoes potentially. So the new construction homes have done a really good job. They even have the barn door staged. So let me know what you guys think about that. Into the primary bathroom now, you're gonna have your toilet and then you're gonna have your walk-in closet with a twist. It's gonna come out a little bit to the right side here. So you're gonna have a little bit of extra space. Right here would be perfect for a safe. And then you're gonna have the dual sink vanities with the standing shower. So you guys, another great opportunity, another good layout, no wasted square footage in any of these floor plans. We've got one more floor plan to tour, so let's go tour it. So let's go check that one out. That's gonna be plan 4. All right, plan 4 is gonna be a good increase in square footage. Now we're gonna be over 2,100 square feet. All right, guys, off the bat, this feels similar to plan 3, but it definitely feels way bigger. Down the hall there, we have some action. We'll take a look at that in a second. But right here, this is gonna be a circular table seated for 6. So this is gonna be a good size I really like that, how they have that stage here to show the possibilities. In the kitchen, this kitchen island is gonna be similar to what we saw on plans 1 and plan 2. It's gonna be about 5 feet, 9 inches long. It's gonna have your sink and it's gonna have your dishwasher. And then you guys are also showing more versatility and a different style here. They have the shaker before, but now they have it in white here. So a lot of the home sites here are gonna have it in white. But then also you're gonna see the 3rd level cabinetry to the ceiling too. So that's a separate add-on in and of itself. Excellent kitchen though. This is really nice. I'd love to chef up in this kitchen. And then you're gonna have your pantry. Great floor plan here as we start to get into the 700s. This one's just a skosh under 700, pretty much 700. And then one thing that's cool, you guys, home sites are gonna vary, but you're gonna have a little bit more of a side yard action here in plan 4. So that's definitely a good amount of space here. You could probably even put like a nice little barbecue back here too. So you got some space if you have dogs or something like that. In the other plans, you had like a little front patio courtyard thing, whereas this, you have a little bit of a yard. Down this hallway too, we're gonna take a look at upstairs later, but down this hallway too, you're gonna have your downstairs bedroom. This is the first downstairs bedroom we've seen so far in this video, in this build, and it comes with plan 4. So this room is actually gonna be 10 feet 4 inches by 9 feet 10 inches. So another good sized room, you're gonna see that it's staged here with a full size bed. Down the hall a little bit, you're gonna have your full bath, you guys. So not just a powder room that we've seen in the other plans, you're gonna have your tub shower combo, and then you're gonna have a vanity with your toilet. So good space here. I'm glad that they have this. Next to that too, they're gonna have like a little storage room here. This is probably where you'll have your shoes when you come in from the garage. And the garage, we're gonna see that it is epoxied, you guys. So one thing is your garages won't come finished. You'll have the obviously the drywall, you're not gonna have the bicycles, but just know your garage is not gonna come epoxied. And then right here, you're gonna have your solar. So in solar, we spoke briefly, or I mentioned briefly in the beginning of this video what the solar payments were. It's about $17,000 to purchase it, or it's about 88 to 110 bucks about a month to lease it. So a lot of people opt to lease it. So if you have an e-vehicle, Teslas, whatever is pretty popular, you're gonna be able to charge it in here for sure. All right, plan 4 has a great downstairs option. Let's go take a look at what we've got upstairs. All right, you guys, well, I must say that 2,100 square feet plus, and you've got the biggest loft here. I don't know if it's just because like they have kids tables and stuff that it feels bigger, but it definitely does feel bigger. You could definitely put a TV wall here or put the TV there and have a sectional along this wall. I don't know, you have a lot of versatility in this room. Right here, next to the loft, we're gonna have a linen closet, very cool. Next to the linen closet, we're gonna have our upstairs bathroom. Again, you guys, dual sink vanities, and then you're gonna have your separated privacy little tub shower combo with the toilet. So again, you guys, this is a pretty much copy and paste with a lot of new constructions, bathrooms that we've seen, but it still does not change the functionality of it. Next to that, we're gonna have bedroom number 2 in this floor plan. Good size room for one of your kiddos here. This room's gonna be 11 feet, 11 inches by 11 feet, 7 inches. So probably among the bigger bedrooms that we've seen so far in this video here. The standard bedrooms, of course, obviously the primaries are bigger. And then you're gonna have your wall closet. So that's nice. This is a good sized bedroom. You have your full size mattress. Adjacent to bedroom number 2, we're gonna have bedroom number 3. Usually the nursery staging signifies that it's a smaller room, but it's really not. It's 10 feet, 2 inches by 11 feet, 9 inches. So again, you have your wall closet. Not a bad, this is your standard kids room, you guys. Again, if you're watching this video and you're an adult and you have kids, you were born in the 90s, or maybe even a little earlier, your parents, the houses that we grew up in, likely had rooms this size. I know my room was about 10 by 10 growing up. Before we get into the primary, I skipped over the laundry room here. This laundry room is gonna be pretty similar to what we saw in the other plans. So I'm glad that they didn't, even though there's more square footage, I'm glad they did not put it in the laundry. All right, let's take a look at the room we've all been waiting for, the primary. So that's what's special about new construction homes, especially nowadays, is the size that you're gonna have in your rooms. Over here, you're gonna have your walk-in closet. This is gonna be, honestly, the walk-in closets in this video haven't really deviated too much. They're not big, but that's okay. It's definitely enough space for you to hang all your clothes and maybe some extra storage. And then across the room, this primary bedroom has an incredible bathroom, you guys. So this does deviate a little bit in that you have a little bit more space. It kind of feels similar to the last floor plan, plan 3, but it definitely feels bigger. You have like more cabinetry here. You have more counter space here for whatever your knickknacks that you use to get ready in the morning. Obviously the same shower, that's not gonna change too much. And then you've got your toilet, but then again, you guys, you have an extra closet. So that's the extra bonus here. You have technically 2 closets, even though this one's a little small. You can use this one for storage. It just gives more utility for whatever you and your family need to have in storage. But honestly, you guys, great value here in the city of Ontario with incentives. Well, these houses do leak into the 700s, but with incentives, that could help you with affordability to moving in, whether it be helping out towards closing costs or lowering down your interest rate for all 30 years. That just depends on what incentive you get at the time when you come in to sign a purchase contract. Very impressed with the floor plans that we've seen today in this video. And that about does it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tagging along. It really means a lot to me, the support you guys give on the channel and for the time spent watching my videos. And again, if anything you saw in this video speaks to you, something you think that might be the next best move for you and your family, be sure to give me a call, send me a text. I'd love to book an appointment for you to see these. You can also see the actual home site that you'd purchase, not just the models. So be sure to call me, text me, and I'd love to get you in. Right now, the current incentive TriPointe is offering is a 4.99% interest rate for the 30 years of your mortgage. Obviously, pricing, availability, incentives are subject to change. So be sure, if you're interested in these homes that you just saw today in this video, be sure to give me a text. Again, call me, and I'd love to update you with current pricing, availability, and incentives. And again, whether you're new to the channel or you've been watching for a while and you're not subscribed, please, please, please click the thumbs up button on this video, give it a like, and hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that way YouTube knows that you like these videos and that you get notified whenever a new one gets posted. If you're a regular viewer of the channel and you've seen other videos on my channel, you'll know that here in the Ontario, in the Empire area, that the mid 500s that these homes start at to the low 600s is definitely within the realm of affordability. So if you're someone who's watching this video and you think you're gonna make a move soon, head on over to the channel and check out our library of videos similar to this all throughout the Inland Empire. It's likely we might have done a video in a city that you might be interested in buying next. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to tune in next week for next week's video and subscribe to the channel for future videos, and we'll see ya next week.